Look, I'm not here to give you some sanitized Sunday school lecture. I'm sick. I'm tired of the sugar-coated bullshit we feed men in church these days. Let's talk for real for a second, man to man. Look at your family. Look at your wife. Look at your kids. You think your only job is to break your back for 40 hours a week to bring home a paycheck and to pay the mortgage, the rent? You think that's what makes you a man? That's an absolute fucking lie. God designed the man to be the pillar of the home, the anchor. 1 Corinthians 11:3 says it straight up. The head of every man is Christ. The head of every woman is man, and the head of Christ is God. That is a divine chain of command. It isn't about dominance. It is about ultimate responsibility. It means God uniquely assigned you to be three things: the protector, the keeper, and the provider. But when you reject God and when you reject the love of Christ, you fracture the entire pillar. You shatter the foundation. Look what's happening out there. We are watching the systematic pussification of our nation right before our fucking eyes. The culture has completely destroyed the very idea of what a real man is supposed to be. They tell you that strength is toxic. They tell you that your natural driven to protect and to provide is outdated, or worse, dangerous. They've traded warriors for cowards, and we let them do it. Hey, let's be brutally honest. You can't just blame the media or the politicians. You're failing them right here in your own home. You're doing it to the people who you depend on you. Is truly tragic and devastating. God entrusted you to guide them, to shape them, to model what a godly man looks like. But instead, you're just existing. You're bitching about the government, bitching about the economy, bitching about how hard your life is, while your family's spiritual house is burning to the fucking ground right around you. When a man denies God, he doesn't just leave a blank space in his soul, he creates a vacuum. And you know what fills the vacuum? Garbage, sin, pornography. You open the front door and invite it into your heart, your mind, and your body. Proverbs 4:23 warns us, keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flows a spring of life. But you've let your guard down. You've let the culture infect your mind. You think you're strong because you can lift heavy weights or yell the loudest, or but inside you're an empty vessel. You're just letting lust, pride, anger, and absolute apathy rot you from the inside out. Every day you refuse to bow a knee to Jesus Christ. You are actively choosing to let sin rule your body. Romans 6:12 tells us, let not sin therefore reign your moral body to make you obey its passions. But you are obeying them. You're scrolling through things you shouldn't see, harboring bitterness you shouldn't keep, and acting like an absolute asshole to the people you were sworn to protect. And here it is, the scary part, where the whole equation. We look at the next generation. Look at the young men growing up right now. They're soft, confused, and completely unmoored. But how the fuck can we expect the men of the next generation to fit the role of a protector, a keeper, a provider, when there is no God in the home to show them how. Boys didn't learn how to be men from a textbook or from a viral video. They learned from watching their fathers. If you reject the love of Christ, you're passing down a legacy of weakness. You're raising your sons who won't know how to defend their future wives, who won't know how to keep their household secure, who will crumble at the second the world hits them in the mouth. How can you protect your daughter from the wolves in this world when you're letting the ultimate wolf devour your own soul? How can you teach your son to be a man of integrity when he watches you live a double life? You cannot guide them through the darkness when you are stumbling around blind yourself. Jesus said in Matthew 15:14, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. That is exactly what you're doing. You're dragging your family into the fucking ditch. This is your godlessness culture because you are too proud, too stubborn, or just too damn lazy to submit to your creator. Stop playing games. Stop making excuses. It is the time to wake up and see that the reality of your situation. Your family doesn't need just your money. They don't need just priesthood. They need to see a man who falls on his knees before God so he can stand strong on his feet before the world. If you don't repent, if you don't turn back to the love of Christ now, you are failing the ultimate test of manhood. You are abandoning the post God assigned you, and you are damning the next generation to repeat your fucking mistake. No more excuses. Stand up, fix the pillar before the whole fucking collapses around the people you are sworn to love.